Hello, good evening, this is Diecast Luna. Hope you're all doing well. And so this evening's video, we've got a few interesting pieces to take a look at. As you can see in the background there, one of my mini GT pieces has turned up. I'm still waiting for the other one, but that should be here. I had an email earlier, it should be here Friday. So that's fine, so that means I've got something to open up on Friday. So I won't say what the car is, but I think you'll like it. So anyway, so that'll be coming Friday. I've also got a couple of vintage pieces that I picked up today at my local car boot sale, and I also got some Hot Wheels that I picked up this morning when I was out getting some shopping. So we've got a few things to get through, so we'll get straight into it, and I think we'll take a look at that last. So we'll just put that to one side, and we'll take a look at the vintage pieces next as well. So let's take a look at the Hot Wheels that I picked up today. So let's put the camera up a little bit, if I can. There we go. So the first piece is, a bit of zoom, is this Hot Wheels kit concept, which is definitely unusual. I didn't even see. Usually when I watch other YouTubers, and I usually watch, I think it's called the Lamley Group. I think a lot of us watch the Lamley Group, and I don't remember seeing this, if I'm truthfully honest, on his channel. But I am a Knight Rider fan, so obviously Hot Wheels now has made a concept version. So let's get straight into it and take a look at it. And there it is. It's almost got I'd say a sort of Lamborghini Countach-y type shape to it. I'm not quite sure what it's based on. Like I said, I think it's just a made-up car, but it is pretty cool. And my camera is not enjoying it, so put it down a bit. I think it's because of the black. I've had to use, as usual, I've had to draw my curtains. But yeah, so anyway, this feels like, so this complete piece here is plastic, and then the lower half here is metal, but it is definitely an interesting car, and it's got something there. So I don't know if in the future it's going to have something that pops out or what. I don't know anything about this car, but I just, like I said, I seen it said, oh yeah, there you go, it's got kit, KITT on the front, so I just thought it was interesting, so I picked it up. So that is the first piece. So a little look. So there you see, Hot Wheels kit concept. So that is pretty cool. So that's the first piece. And then we got this 95 Mazda RX-7, which is pretty cool. And I know this is a popular livery. So I'm not sure how many Mazda RX-7s I got in my collection, to be honest. One or two. But this is pretty cool nonetheless. Got the white, I think the 10 spokes, and it will have no front tampos as it has the pop-up lights, which is fine. And you got no rears, but again, it is a nice looking little casting, so that is a pretty cool find. And if you're a fan of this livery, like I said, it's quite popular, then that is cool too. So that was a pretty cool piece. And then the next one is the Ford Mustang GT, another concept, and it says Track Patrol, so it's almost like a police type vehicle. But it'd be pretty cool. It'd be cool to have all you guys that are into the track racing, because it'll just look good, as you could have it, as a, you know, send this down the track as a pacemaker, which would be pretty cool. So you can see it says Track Patrol. So that is pretty cool. I'm flying from a little bit quick as I've got a few things to get through. And let's have a little look. So it's a new, yeah, so it's a new casting, 2021. So that is pretty cool. And I like things that are, even though it's not police themed, I do like cars that look like police cars. But like I said, this is a track patrol car, so that is pretty cool. And this is probably the star of the bunch that I bought this morning. So this is a Porsche 911 GT3. I have quite a few of these, but this does seem to be very nicely done. And so here it is. So it's got these really quite cool wheels that are in black, got a black roof, and I think, yes, the lights are part of the windscreen, so that's a nice detail. You've got the Porsche badge on the front there. I have to excuse my squeaky chair. And the back's done very nice too. I like the plate detail 911 GT3. That is a cool looking piece. And at some point, you know what I'm like, I will find another set of really nice black wheels, even though these aren't bad actually. Then again, I might leave it, I don't know. 2 seconds. Sorry about that, I was being shouted, being asked a question. So anyway, so that is a cool piece. I do like that quite a lot. That is quite cool. So, and again, another very new piece. Again, I haven't seen this one, so that's cool. So I like that. And then the last piece from Hot Wheels is going to be this 40 Ford pickup. So, and these have been opening really, oh, there you go, I've opened up so well, I haven't even tore the packet hardly. So that's unusual. And I just thought this was really cool. Obviously done in a track day theme, like a dragster type thing. Got the wheelie bars back there, you got the parachute. This would make something that again would look, actual fact, you know what, this would look nice just with the wheel swap and a little bit of detail on the front. And it'd look nice as it is. It doesn't need to be customized really. I think this looks pretty good as it is. As obviously this is a car that's been heavily modified for the track, so if you were to sort of redo it, it would ruin it. So I think just a set of wheels and some details in the front and the back a little bit, paint the parachute in, this would look good. So that is pretty cool. So that's this morning's finds that I picked up from Hot Wheels. And then I went to the car boot sale and I come across a couple of vintage pieces. One was in reasonably good condition, this one was in exceptionally good condition. It is, I think it's a Battle Kings. So there you go. It says, it's going to be clear, Matchbox, Battle Kings, half track, made in England, 1974 copyright, so this is probably about 75, 76, something like that. Lesney products, and it still has its tracks, which is very unusual because these things have usually long snapped and rotted off. I have noticed there is a slight crack in one of them, but that's not too bad, as I do actually have some tracks here. But that is really, and it is in really nice condition. The paint's nice, it still has its stickers and the man. So this is really quite cool, and I do like my Matchbox stuff, as you all know, but I love it when I find them in really good condition. You know, I mean, I think I paid £1 for this, so that, you know what I'm saying, so it is really cool, nice and weighty. So that is a good addition. So yeah, so that's a cool find. I'm quite happy with that. So let's put that to one side. And then we got another one. This one's from Majorette. This is a little Unimog, but again in really quite nice condition. It's got a few flea bites, chips and dings here and there, but nothing major. It just says Unimog, Majorette, and it should say made in France, as it is one from the back of the 80s. I would have thought late 80s. So that is pretty cool. And again, I think I paid £1 for this because I got it from the same seller. So £2. So that, again, going back to it, that was a star buy. Very impressed with that. So anyway, so moving on. How are we doing for time? Not too bad. This came through the post this morning. Like I said, I've ordered 2 cars, but one's from one seller, one's from the other seller. As I might have mentioned in the previous video, I haven't got any Mini GT in my collection. I've got friends that have got Mini GT. I've seen Mini GT's quality, and to be perfectly honest, my collecting taste is changing. I've always been a big American car fan all my life, basically being brought up on 70s, you know, iconic things like the Dukes of Hazzard, Starsky and Hutch, stuff like that. You know, I like European cars, you know, like mainly sort of European Fords, and obviously German cars. I'm not a massive sort of modern car, even though I've got quite a few modern cars in my collection now, obviously, as you do pick them up. But when it comes to the premium stuff, I tend to really only, like I say, I really tend to only sort of go after the stuff, you know, tends to be more older stuff. So that's, and obviously Mini GT tend to make a lot of modern stuff, so that's why I've never bought any until now. But then saying that, I have seen a video that Mini GT now are going to start making some vintage pieces. They're working on some vintage pieces, so that should be something to look out for. But anyway, I'm going off a little bit here. So anyway, I've been after one of these for a while, and again, the same sort of thing. I wasn't keen on the first couple of these. Not the cars, the coloration was a little bit leery for me. So, and then, like I said, I think this is the third version they've done. I'm not quite sure now. I think this is the third version anyway, but they're all relatively the same. But the reason I liked this is it's actually based on a real livery. Obviously the car is a Pro Street or Pro Stock, whatever it is, Pro Street, sorry, but the actual livery was based on a car. So we'll get the car open, take a closer look if I can, so just bear with me 2 seconds while I open this. Right, that's the outer packaging off. So comes in this really quite cool box. 2 seconds. God, I'm having a good day today. I had a phone call then. Right, I'll try again. So it comes in this really cool box, and obviously it's got some little bit of information on the bottom. It does say TSM models. So let's see if we can get it out. And one of them more tape to cut. Right, let's find something to cut this with a minute. 2 seconds. If we can, let's find something. If I can't. Have I got it? Right, hang on 2 seconds. Right, let's try again. So, that's the top of the box. And, okay, it's well in there. Yeah, very nicely packed. And there is the main event. So that is an awesome looking little piece. And again, my camera is being a plank. So very, very nice. That is very nice. Well, let's see if I can get this camera to behave itself a bit better. 2 seconds, that's better. So there it is. So it is obviously, so I think this is the third iteration of the car. The reason I wanted this livery is, like I said, this livery, now if I remember rightly, I think it was a guy called John Morton was the driver of the original Datsun 510 from the actual Trans-America Championships. And I think, I do believe he drove a car very similar to this in the 71 and 72 series. And I think it was Peter Brock from Brock Racing who actually built this car for him, or at least he was the one that built the car anyway. And if I remember rightly, the original race car from the Trans Am Cup was a 2-litre single overhead cam, 4-cylinder, or a 1986 cc. But obviously, like I said, that's what the original car in this livery raced. This is a different car. This is a made up car as far as I'm aware of. But yeah, it's very, very nice. Definitely happy that I bought it. So you've got, is it BBR? Yeah, BRE. Sorry, I keep saying BBR. BRE on the lights. Get a bit more zoom in to see. There you go. But yeah, very, very nicely done. And there's the underneath. So 71 Datsun 510 under license. KAIDO House. I think Junamai was this is his thing, his project. So there you go, 510, and all nicely tubbed out, roll cage, and let's have a little look under the bonnet. And there is the under bonnet detail. Turbo there, you can see the HT leads, again BRE. So it is a very, very nice piece, and I'm really glad now that I picked one up. I'm glad I waited. Like I said, I just wanted to get it in the colour that I wanted and get it at a price that I wanted to pay. The seller that I bought this from, I'm just trying to get my camera to zoom out again, was really cool. It came really quick, and it came from this model place online, and they hand wrote me a little thing saying thank you, Michael. So that's really nice, and I got a free sticker, so that was pretty cool. So I'll definitely be using them again. So anyway, so that's finally come. Oh, and as we all know, these aren't in true 1/64 scale. These are more like 3-inch, really. They're basically the same as Hot Wheels, but that doesn't bother me. But anyway, the video's gone long enough, so that is today's cars. Stay tuned, because on Friday I should have my other Mini GT will be here, and that should be really cool. I'm looking forward to that coming. So that should be here hopefully Friday. And also I finished my Tremors project. I was doing a Jeep, turning an old Matchbox Jeep Gladiator into the Tremors vehicle, and it's finished now. It's just drying. I've had a lot of issues with it. I've nearly wanted to step on it 3 times, but I've finally done it. I've managed to do it, so I'll be uploading that as soon as it's dry. So that'll be tomorrow. So, but anyway, with that, please like, share, subscribe, stay tuned for more unboxing videos, and with that, I'll see you all again soon. Thanks for watching.